I still cannot believe what I watched in Qatar. Oscar Piastri drove one of the best races of his career. Max somehow stayed alive in the title fight, and McLaren made one of the biggest strategy mistake of the entire season. This race should have been a simple win. McLaren won too. Instead, it turned out to be a chaos. I went into the race thinking, okay, this is McLaren's day. If Qatar was not one to finish for them, then something had been seriously gone wrong. And guess what? Something did go wrong, very wrong. Oscar had the pace, McLaren had the car, Max was behind them. Everything was lined up for a big victory. But one bad strategy call can destroy a race and maybe the entire championship. Lap 1 starts. Oscar Piastri gets a great launch even from the dirty side of the grid. Max tries a move around at the outside, but Oscar covers it very nicely. No drama, no panic, pure control. The drivers starting on the dirty side of the struggle, like Russell, Hajar, a few others had a terrible start, but Carlos Sainz, on the other hand, flew through the field. But at the front, Oscar and Max looked very strong. They were clearly faster than the Lando today. Lando was driving safe, maybe too safe, I guess, and this was one of his rare slow weekend. But the real drama had nothing to do with the lap 1. It came few minutes later. The safety car that changed everything. Nico goes into the wall. Safety car came. Every team, Ferrari, Aston, Mercedes, Red Bull, they all pit for the fresh tires except McLaren. Only McLaren stayed out with old tires. And the moment I saw that, I was like, what the heck? Why would you pit? Why you not pit both the drivers? This was a mandatory two-stop race. Tires only last around 25 laps, so early pit stop gave every other team a huge advantage. They get rid of one pit stop early. They could now plan the rest of the race with freedom. Max got the clean air to run his own race. But McLaren, they boxed themselves into a corner. That was strategy number 1 and the most painful one. And after the restart, we heard the radio messages. We have lost all the flexibility. Bro, it was almost funny. Every team made a right call except McLaren. The team fighting for the championship, I honestly think McLaren did not pit because they did not want to do double stack. They did not want Lando to lose a position to Oscar. They did not want fans to say they favored one driver, especially Lando. But this is Formula One. You don't win a title with equal feelings. You win with the right decision. And today, McLaren chose feelings over winning, and they paid for it. When Oscar finally pit on lap 24, he came out behind the traffic. But wow, he was flying. The confidence, the corner speed, the late braking, everything was perfect. He overtook almost everyone he needed to. When he had the clean air, he was easily one of the fastest drivers on the track. This was Oscar's best drive in months. He deserved a win today. He knew it, but one driver was still ahead, that is Max Verstappen. While McLaren were confused, Red Bull were calm. They did not panic. They did not push too early. They saved tires. Verstappen waited. Red Bull strategist Hans Smith once again made a perfect choice. Early pit stop, clean air, strong tire management, and smart final stint. This race was a reminder Red Bull and Max are at its greatest when the world goes crazy. And McLaren gave them the chaos on a silver platter. Oscar had one last chance. He pit early for the final stop and pushed like a demon, closing 15-second gap to just 8 seconds. Every lap he was faster, every corner he was braver. He could see how badly he wanted it, but it was not enough. The gap was too big. McLaren's early mistake ruined his race. Lando, meanwhile, could not overtake easily. He did not match the Oscar's pace. He even had a strange movement overtaking Antonelli, which looked weird but realistically was not intentional. Every second Lando lost, every hesitation McLaren had, it all pushed the championship needle towards the max. One bad call, one bad race, and now everything is on the line on Abu Dhabi. So here we are, the final race of the season. Three drivers still on the fight: Lando, Max, and maybe Oscar. Oscar's chances are small now, but not zero. Lando still leads, but today showed his weakness. Max, the king of comebacks, is still right there, and Abu Dhabi will decide everything. Tire strategy, nervous under pressure, team decision, driver's bravery. One race, one last chance, and after seeing Oscar today, I hope McLaren finally give him a car and the strategy he deserves. So guys, who do you think wins it all? Max, Lando, or Oscar with a miracle? Tell me down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, hit subscribe because the Abu Dhabi finale is going to be crazy. See you there.